Hi everyone, and welcome to today's video, how to stop being an angry parent. Oh gosh, I'm sure we all have had those moments where everything just seemed to be completely overwhelming and crazy. And the next thing you know, you're angry and you're yelling at your children. I get it. We all have had those moments. So I just want to know, are you wanting to spend more intentional time with your child? Do you find yourself always yelling, especially when you're trying to get out that door? Do you ever feel like you're not completely connecting with your child? That there's just so much going on that before you know it, you're that angry parent yelling? If you answered yes to any of those questions, then this video is for you. We will learn how to stop being an angry parent. First, I will briefly tell you what mindfulness is and what it isn't. And then I will show you a simple meditation that you can also show to your children and teach them, because when parents and children are on the same page, it makes things go a little bit smoother. And then lastly, I will show you how you can teach mindfulness to your child. And these are all great techniques that you can use so that you can stop being that angry parent. But first, let me introduce myself. I'm Sarah. I'm a family wellness coach. And I like to help parents and caregivers replace overwhelming stress with intentional and behavioral practices so that they can have a more balanced, consistent, and also intentional time with their child or children. So first, let's talk about what mindfulness is and what it isn't. Have you ever been driving down the road and the next thing you know, you're at your destination? Or have you ever found yourself at the store, like, how the heck did I get here? Or rereading a book, a page, because you lost your place and totally forgot what you just read? These are moments when we are not being mindful. Jon Kabat-Zinn defines mindfulness as paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment. To fully give something all of our attention, to fully give ourselves. It's not just about giving others our full attention and being completely in the presence. It's a gift that we're also giving to ourselves so that we can be more intentional with everything that we do. Not only being mindful parents, but being mindful so that we learn how to take care of ourselves, but especially so that we stop being that angry parent. So that's what mindfulness is. Now let's talk about what mindfulness isn't, okay? A lot of times when I'm talking to others, they want to know what meditation is. They are a little bit fearful. They want to know what mindfulness. They're a little bit fearful. And they're like, that's the thing you do when you stop thinking. I can't ever do that. I'm not ever going to be able to stop thinking. No, that's not it. You're never going to stop having thoughts. No matter what you do, you are always going to have thoughts. Think about just in one day, how many different places your mind takes you to. So the purpose of mindfulness isn't to stop our thoughts or isn't to avoid our feelings. It's to actually slow those thoughts down. And we do that by paying attention to our body sensations, by paying attention to our breathing. And then the more that we do that, the easier it is to kind of take a pause and notice our thoughts. And so then when we have that moment where our kid is really driving us crazy and we don't even have a time to think because one thought after another is coming, and then the emotions start coming. And the next thing you know, we are that angry parent, and this video is to teach us how to stop being that angry parent, the next thing that we can do, since we've now practiced meditation and mindfulness, is pause and listen to our breathing and notice our thoughts and notice what we're feeling. And when we notice what we're feeling, then we get to notice what it is that we need or want. And then instead of being that angry parent, we stop and we can respond. We can now respond and hear what our child is telling us and what our child is needing, or notice why they're not listening to what we're saying, why maybe they're feeling just as frustrated as we are feeling. I know what you're thinking, like, come on, like, do you understand how much I have going on in my life? I do, trust me. I get it. So what I want you to do is take a pause here, and we're going to talk about doing a meditation. And the meditation that we're talking about today, there are going to be two, but first we're going to do this one, is the 4-7-8 breathing method, okay? Now, this was developed by Dr. Andrew Well, and it's a simple breathing pattern that is also known as a relaxing breath. And so it's something that we're going to do together. And then whenever you feel that you are comfortable doing it yourself, it's also something that you can teach your kiddo. But let's get started by doing it together here in this video. So first I want to say, if you are driving while you're watching or listening to this video, we're all guilty of it. Do not participate in this meditation. Maybe save it for another day, okay? Now, if you are listening to this at home or at work on your lunch break and you have a couple minutes to do this, then this is the time I want you to get nice and comfy in your chair, okay? If you can, put both feet flat on the floor and kind of don't really lean back in the chair. Just kind of sit up, relax your arms, relax your shoulders. Make your back nice and straight. Make that spine straight and tall. All right. If you feel comfortable, please close your eyes. If not, it's okay. Just gently look away from the screen. So now what I would like for you to do is place one hand right above the belly button. And this is so you can feel your breath, okay? And okay, so the first thing I want you to do is take a deep breath in. Count to 4 for 4 seconds. Hold it for 7 seconds or count to 7. And then exhale for 8 seconds or count to 8. Okay, let's try it again. And this time I won't go so quickly so that we can do it together. So take a deep breath in and count to 4. Hold it for 7 seconds. Count to 7. And then exhale for 8 seconds. Count to 8. All right, you can gently open your eyes. And sometimes when we're doing meditations on Zoom, I want you to just kind of look around the room to get yourself oriented back into listening to me talk to you. So great job. That was your first time maybe doing a meditation. I just want you to kind of notice what you notice your thoughts, notice your breathing, notice how you're feeling in your body. And this is something that you can also say to your children when you're teaching them how to do this simple meditation, just to remind them of the purpose of why we're doing it. We're trying to come within ourselves, to notice what it is that we need, what we want. And when we do that, then we can listen and receive and know what someone else is wanting or needing from us. So great job with the first meditation. So this meditation is great for managing anxiety. It's great for managing stress. It's great for just taking a pause in the middle of your day. And it's a fantastic thing to even use at night, especially when you're trying to go to sleep and maybe you're having one of those nights where your thoughts are kind of consuming you. So I do want to say this because I do advocate for trauma-informed practices, that meditation and mindfulness sometimes isn't for everyone, and that's okay. If you find yourself feeling more overwhelmed or worse, then please feel free to back off from it for a little bit and to take it a little bit slower. Or maybe it may not be a tool that is for you if there is some trauma in your background. Because sometimes when we do mindfulness and meditation, it kind of triggers our nervous system because we're not used to maybe being calm. A lot of times our bodies are used to being hypervigilant or overactive. So just be mindful of that, and also understand that there's no wrong way to do it. And that if you can't do it, it's okay. And maybe it's something that you can't do, but it's still something maybe your child could do. Finally, I'm going to show you a mindfulness activity that you can do with your kiddos. And now this one's kind of a fun one. It's more like a game. It's something that I have suggested to parents to do in the past, or I've even done in one of my workshops. And it's called 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. How simple is that? And basically all you are doing is talking about the 5 senses. And this is a great thing to do also if you are someone that's kind of prone to anxiety or even panic attacks. It brings you back to the present moment. So you can use it in a serious moment when you're needing it to bring you back to now, because maybe you're a little too hypervigilant, or you can use it as something fun to help your kiddos understand how to use their 5 senses and how it's mindfulness. So I like to suggest that parents do this activity on one of those busy days where you find yourself in the car. I know we all have those days where school's done, work's done, this kid got to get to soccer, this kid got to get to dance, and oh no, now somewhere in there we have to stop and maybe go through drive-through to get something to eat. And so there's no connection going on. It's just rush, 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 rush. So while you're driving, this is something that you can do with the kids. And so the first thing that you do is, and maybe mom that's driving, I guess I should say this, shouldn't be doing the looking, but could be listening to what the kiddos are saying. So 5 things that you can see. What are 5 things that you can see? And like I said, you could do this when you're driving in the car, or this could be an activity that you maybe do in your backyard and turn it into a scavenger hunt. So right now we'll do it together as we talk about it. Look around your room and just notice 5 things and just kind of make a mental note of it. Okay. Now, can you find 4 things that you can hear? Just take a moment to quietly listen. I know that I hear a dog barking and a little stream out my window. And just kind of notice your thoughts as you're noticing this. I'm thinking, wow, I've been so busy today. Those are things that I haven't really paid much attention to. And look how easy we come back to the present moment. So number 3, so we did eyes, we did ears. So number 3 is 3 things that you notice in your body. So just maybe 3 sensations, 3 things that you're feeling. And now, 2 things that you can smell. I smell my wax warmer. I like the new scents that I got. And then 1 thing that you can taste. And maybe if you're not eating anything right now, you could think about something else that you had today for a meal. And so this is a simple activity, like I said, that you could do in those times that are really busy and you're wanting to get everyone to kind of come together and to connect in some small way. It's also great for those days your anxiety is getting the best of you. It brings you back. It kind of centers you, grounds you back into the present moment and what you need to do. So today I told you we were going to talk about how to stop being an angry parent. And I gave you several new tools to put in your toolbox. That's how I like to think about the work that I do, giving you, the caregiver, the parent, tools so that you can be a better parent. And so that you can take care of yourself as well. So how does this help you with that angry parent part? Well, the more that you practice mindfulness or the simple meditation that I gave you today, either of the 2 meditations, you learn to listen to yourself. You learn to notice your thoughts instead of reacting with whatever thought and feeling comes up. You start to notice your feelings and to understand what it is that you need or want so that you can express and communicate what it is that you need and want from your child, and so that you can hear what it is that they need and want as well. So this is how you can easily stop being an angry parent today. And it is also a great way for you to model and teach for your children. Our kiddos are here with us, and they're watching us. And there are times that sometimes they don't even know how to communicate with us. And so they're learning from us how to communicate. So these are 2 great tools that you can start using today. So if you want a copy of these meditations and other free printables, please check out the links on here. I have put some wonderful printables there. The 5, 4, 3, 2, the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 meditation for you to do. And it's in a worksheet form that you could keep and make copies of and make a fun activity anytime. I also put directions on how to do the first meditation that we went over. And I gave you some mindfulness benefits and tips that I hope will be helpful to you. So we have learned about what mindfulness is and how it can help you to stop being that angry parent. And we have learned 2 new meditations that I hope you find helpful and use as often as you need. And next week's video will be about how to lower your stress by understanding your child. Until then, please be sure to follow me on Instagram, where I have more tips and ideas to help you, to support you, and to give you tools for that toolbox that I mentioned. Until then, I had so much fun talking with you today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.